Hello and welcome. I'm back at Home Depot checking out the latest deals they have going on for this week. And I'm starting off here in the clearance section. So they actually have a pretty good deal on the Milwaukee M18. It is the hatchet with a special buy kit that includes one XC 6.0 high output battery and a charger. The clearance price is $269 and it was $299. So a pretty decent deal there. Especially, I think with the hatchet alone, they had it priced at $269, so it's actually a really great deal, including the battery and charger. Another deal they still have is the Ridgid 18-volt 2-amp-hour battery starter kit, priced at $50, and it was $99. Another good clearance deal is on the Milwaukee starter kit with the 6-amp-hour high-output battery and charger. They say it's a total of a $258 value. Obviously, if you purchase it separate, that clearance price at $129, and it was $149. Before I get into more deals, first a word about this video sponsor, Brooklyn Bedding. Tool deal hunting ain't for the faint of heart. It's early mornings, late nights. By the end of the day, my battery's completely drained. So I crash on my Brooklyn Bedding Sedona Elite mattress, and boom, I'm back to a full 12 amp hour charged battery by morning. The box showed up looking like it could have been a pallet of clearance tools, but inside, it was pure sleep magic. I cut it open, popped it up, basically said, "Lie down, champ. You've earned it." Before this, I slept like a stripped screw, twisting all night, no grip on reality. Now I'm out faster than a Ryobi battery and a DeWalt charger, which is to say, I'm not moving at all. I got the king-size Sedona Elite. It's cooling, it's crazy comfortable, and it's built like a workbench, sturdy, reliable, and perfect for side sleepers, back sleepers, and people who just collapse face first after a hardware store run. Brooklyn Bedding designs, assembles, and ships these right from their Arizona factory. No middlemen, just premium materials at a great price. You get a 120-night sleep trial, free shipping, and a limited lifetime warranty, which honestly is longer than some of my tool warranties. I love my Brooklyn Bedding mattress, and I think you will too. If your current bed feels like sleeping on plywood, it's time for an upgrade. Go to brooklynbedding.com/DIYcrasher. Use the link below and get 30% off with my code DIYcrasher. And when you check out, tell them DIY Crasher sent you so they know who sent you to sleep like a legend. Thanks Brooklyn Bedding for sponsoring this video. Now on to more tool deals. And they are running a clearance deal on the Ryobi 40-volt 21-inch all-wheel drive mower. This does come with two 6-amp-hour batteries. The clearance price is at $600. It was $799. Great savings there. They say it's rated for up to 70-minute run time, up to 60-minute charge time, and it's equivalent to a 170cc gas engine. And you have the options of side discharge, bag, and mulch. So it looks like a pretty cool mower, especially being all-wheel drive, so you could probably tackle some hills or different terrain with it. Pretty decent deal at $600, and for it to also include the two 6-amp-hour batteries. And if that's too much mower for you, they are still running the clearance deal on the 20-inch self-propelled mower. So it'd be like rear-wheel drive. It does have a 40-minute run time. It does come with one 6-amp-hour battery, and that price is $364, and it was $499. Here's a pretty good deal that I've seen that they recently came out with now. It's a 7-piece electrician's hand tool set by Milwaukee. It does have a couple screwdrivers, so Phillips and flathead, as well as a 11-in-1 screwdriver, fastback utility knife, as well as a 6-in-1 wire strippers, diagonal cutters, and like lineman's cutters. These are made in the USA. At least these two tools are. So it does make it more expensive. They had it priced at $99.88. They say it's a $157 value. So it's a pretty cool little kit there for $100. Might want to price everything out individually to see if it actually is a good deal or not. But a lot of these tools I already have actually. I use the 6-in-1 for electrical work. They work great. I have the 11-in-1, which is awesome to have the different bits on hand, as well as use the fastback utility knife. Those are awesome tools. I do recommend them if you need a new tool set to do electrical work. It's a pretty decent kit. And if you're liking this video so far, I would appreciate it. Give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you're not already, as I am doing a $100 gift card giveaway this month. So you have to be subscribed and comment below DIY Crasher Rocks, and that'll get you entered in for a chance to win a $100 gift card to the winner's choice of either Home Depot, Lowe's, or Harbor Freight. All right, so they are running a new deal on the Milwaukee M12 line. So you buy one of these qualifying tools, then you can get a free M12 that says batteries. So I don't know if it's a 2-pack of batteries. And I think those are the XC 3.0 M12 batteries. They say it's $129 value. So the deals that you have to go for in order to get those batteries is either the pruning shears kit, which would have already a battery and charger with that, so that's $249. You have the extended reach ratchet for $249, and that is the fuel model as well. And then for $229, they have the drill and impact driver combo kit with 2 batteries and a charger. Then they have the installation drill driver kit for $199. That also includes 2 batteries and a charger. Then they have the M12 3/8 stubby impact wrench for $199. Another fuel high-speed ratchet bare tool for $199. Then they have the fuel 1/4-inch hex hydraulic driver kit for $179. That also includes 2 batteries and a charger. Then they have the M12 wet dry vacuum for $129. So again, any of these tools there you pick up, then you get, it says free M12 batteries, so plural, that tells me it's 2 of them. So that's a pretty decent deal there. And then other items they have is 11-piece 11-hole saw dozer kit for $70. 8-piece Shockwave 3/8 drive SAE 6-point deep socket set for $40. Then they have a 4-pack of the oscillating blade set for $35. Then they have a 45-piece Shockwave impact duty driver bit set for $20. And then a 10-piece Sawzall blade set for $20. All right, so these Milwaukee M12 deals are running until actually November 2nd, so you do have a lot of time for them. Be a pretty decent pickup there to get the 2 free batteries with any of those kits. I will put links in the description for these deals if they're available online on the Home Depot website. And if you happen to click on the link and make a purchase, it does help out the channel. I do appreciate that support. They do have some new lower pricing on the M18 Forge batteries. So for example, the Forge 6.0 battery, they have a new lower price at $229 instead of the $249. Then they also have a new lower price on the 12.0 Forge battery. It was $299 and it's now $279. They have the Forge 8.0 battery, new lower price at $229 and it was $249. So they had that as the same price as the 6 amp hour Forge battery. Doesn't make sense to me, so obviously pick up the 8 amp hour one. And this deal I covered in the previous week's video. It is the M18 power source where you can charge up a phone through the USB port. And it's only $15 and it was $29. I swear this Home Depot cannot make up their mind to what they're doing here. Makes no sense to me, but if you saw my video from probably a few weeks ago where they actually had this Makita Mac Track system in stock, they actually clearanced them out. And they did heavy, deep discounts on these, which was absolutely crazy. Well, looks like they got more in, but they raised the price back up. But they still have clearance tags on them. So, for example, they have the extra large extension toolbox on clearance for $116. It was $129. And these do feel pretty rugged and heavy duty. I wouldn't hesitate to pick them up if I wasn't already in the pack out system. And this is the wheeling cart that has the wheels and then the handle here that pulls out. They have this on a clearance tag at $224. It was $249. Then they also have the Makita Deep Compact Organizer on clearance for $49.48. It was $55. So again, this is very rugged, heavy duty. Has a nice rubber gasket around the lid. It is nice and clear so you can see what kind of parts you have stored in the organizer bins. And it is nice and deep so you could fit probably like longer screws and bolts and something like this. So $50 I think might be a decent deal on it. It's comparable to pack out without a doubt. Then they do have the medium deep organizer for $81 and it was $89.98. So not that much of a great savings. I would just wish I had the opportunity to pick them up when they're on a deeper clearance. I believe these are the same boxes that were here, if I'm not mistaken. This one opens up like long ways instead of the short ways. So pretty decent boxes there. And they have some newer like Husky bins set out here. They have a 1/2-inch torque wrench and a 3/8 drive torque wrench. Basically your choice. Well, they have the 1/2-inch torque wrench for 95 bucks, and then they have the 3/8 one for 85, and that one's rated for 20 to 100 foot-pounds. And then the 1/2 inch one is 50 to 250 pounds. But if you happen to be watching this video right after I release it, they are currently doing the parking lot sale at Harbor Freight this week. So they have 35% off all of their torque wrenches there for this week. So might have better deals than the Husky one here. And then this is the Milwaukee deal that they recently came out with. It's where you buy one of these qualifying tool sets, then you get a free 5 amp hour battery, which is a $169 value there. So these are the tool sets and kits that are available to purchase. They are also offering this online, so I will also have a link to this in the video on the lower left or in the description. But you can definitely check it out online where they offer it, the deals there, and you can select. Basically, you go to the page with the battery, and then from there you can select which tool you want to purchase to get that battery for free. So many different good options here from Milwaukee to get that battery. They are running this deal until November 3rd, so you do have a lot of time for this deal. There might be some better ones coming around the corner, maybe for Labor Day. We just have to keep an eye out, and I certainly will. With that said, be sure to subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and that way you're notified when these new tool deal videos are released. I'll keep you posted on them. So here's another example from Milwaukee, the M18. So if you buy this kit for $399, that is the hammer drill, an impact driver. That does come with 2 5 amp hour batteries and a charger. Then you get that 5 amp hour battery for free, $169 value. With that said, I've seen this kit multiple times on the special buy of the day on HomeDepot.com, where they have this kit here for about 350 bucks or so, right around there, and it comes with additional battery. So maybe hold out for that deal when it comes up again, because they do have that one often actually. And here's a new tool from DeWalt. At least it's new to me. I haven't seen this one before. It is the Impact Connect Inside PVC Pipe Cutter. So this is actually something that would be awesome for plumbers. It has a little cutting disc there at the end that makes cutting the inside of pipe easy. So if you're having to flush cut something to like the concrete or even below the concrete line for like toilet installs, it is on a 1/4 inch hex shank, so you could use an impact driver on it. It's a pretty cool tool there. They have it priced at $19.97. And if you're in the market for any DeWalt 60-volt tools, whether it's the reciprocating saw, grinder, or the couple different grinders they have here, they also have the option of the FlexVolt battery, the 12 amp hour one. So you buy any of these options here, then you do get the starter kit for free, which includes a 6 amp hour battery and 6 amp charger. So it's a $249 value there, pretty decent deal. I'll also link to this in the video description below. And then this is the other 60-volt option, or the 7 1/4 inch circular saw with brake for $299. Then you get that starter kit for free as well. And they also have a new lower price on this drill block. What it is, it's a guide for drill bits to keep your drill at a 90-degree angle against the surface you have it butted up against. So they actually had this on a lower price too over at Lowe's. I believe the Lowe's one didn't have as many options, if I'm not mistaken, but they have this one lower price at 12 bucks, and it was $13.67. And they do have this DeWalt 20-volt cordless 7 1/4 inch sliding compound miter saw. It is a single bevel one. They do say it has up to 275 cuts of 3 1/4 inch pine base molding, or up to 183 cuts of 2x4 pine. I do have this saw myself. It works pretty good at cutting trim and 2x4s, but nothing much larger than that. It's nice and portable and compact. I do like that it uses a 7 1/4 inch blade, so I can just swap it out with a circular saw blade. They do have it on clearance price right now for $449, and it was $499. Now it'd be interesting to see how it compares to the other DeWalt saws they just came out with, the other 20-volt ones that are the full-size 10-inch one and the 12-inch dual bevel one. This has just enough power to do those tasks of cutting a 2x4s and trim. So I'd be curious to see how it is able to turn a 12-inch blade versus a regular corded option. At Home Depot here, they do have the 60-volt brushless saw still. And this is the dual bevel 12-inch one sliding. And they have it for the same price as $699. So it is 60-volt FlexVolt, so it uses the FlexVolt battery on it. So it's going to be more powerful than the 20-volt one that they just came out with. So it'll be interesting to see the comparison between the two DeWalt saws and how much better or worse the other one is. but it's actually the same price. So, all right, that's going to be it for this tool deal video. If you like it, give it a like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.